Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here is Yashoda and I am excited to have you here. If you already completed my SQL Server Management Studio playlist, welcome back again. That series covered SQL concepts using the SQL Server and helped many beginners to build a strong database foundation. Now it's time to take the next step. I am starting a brand new complete MySQL course where you will learn everything from the absolute basic to advanced concepts through the practical examples and real world projects. If you are new to the channel, don't worry, you can still follow this series if even you haven't watched the SSMS playlist. However, if you would like to compare the SQL across the different database system, I am highly recommend checking out the SSMS playlist after this video. By the end of this series, you will learn how skill to confidently use MySQL for interview, project, and real-world applications. So, if you are serious with about the learning about the SQL and building a career as a data analyst, engineer, BI developer, software engineer, or database administrator, this course is for you. Before we begin, make sure that subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so you can never miss the upcoming lessons. Now, without wasting any more time, let's start today's session. In this chapter 1, we are going to see the MySQL fundamentals, which are contains the data, what is data, its types of data, database, DBMS, RDBMS, and SQL. So firstly, we will see what is data. Data refers to raw facts, figures, observations, or values that have not yet been processed or interpreted. It can take many forms: numbers, text, images, audios, and videos, dates, measurements, and any digital content. By itself, data may not provide meaningful insights. When organized, processed, and analyzed, it becomes the useful information that's called the data. The raw data alone is not useful. It must be organized, processed, create a real values for the individuals and organizations. Here you can have the one example. You can see that in the first raw data, you are able to see we have the 42, John, and their joining date. But it will become the information or it will become the meaningful data when we join, like John joined on January 1, 2024. The characteristics of quality data: accuracy, data should be correct and free from the users. Completeness, all required fields should be filled up with consistency, same information remain uniform throughout the databases. The information should be updated whenever the changes are occur, means the timelineess. Readability means data should come from the trusted sources. Always remember that high quality data is the foundation of reliable databases and trustworthy business decisions. The common sources from where we are getting the data: online forms and websites, mobile applications, social media platforms, banking, hospital management systems, school, colleges, and government records, customer feedback services. The data is generated continuously from the diverse sources in modern organization. Every click, transaction, and interaction creates a new data. The three types of data we have: structured data, it's organized into rows and columns with the predefined formats. You can have the example like SQL tables, Excel spreadsheets. The unstructured data, no fixed format, free from the content. It can be images, videos, audios, email, social media posts, and so on. And for the semi-structured data, some organizational properties but not arranged in the table. It may be JSON, XML, CSV, and HTML files. This course focused on structured data and relational databases, the backbone of MySQL. The structured data, you can see that the data organized into the table with rows and columns following a fixed schemas, easy to store, search, update, and analyze the data. Here you can see that the ID is related with the name, department, and salary. So you can see that here using the ID column, you are getting that 10001 is have the alias name, HR department, and $55,000 rupees, 55,000 salary is getting. So here there are some relationships between the table or relationship between the data. The ID, name, and department salary are related to each other using their information. Why it matters? Because the structured data is a backbone of business applications. So you have various structured data systems like MySQL, Oracle, SQL Server, and so on. So here we have some advantages of the structured data, and also there are some limitations of the structured data. So understand the advantages first. Easy to store, organize, and retrieve the data. Fast searching on retrieval capabilities. Support SQL queries for complex operations. High accuracy due to validation rules. Reduce the duplicate data, data integrity. Support the relationships between the table. Better security and access control. Generate the reports quickly and efficiently. And the limitations of the structured data are requires a predefined schemas before storing the data, less flexible when structure changes frequently, not suitable for the images, videos, and audio files. Modifying the database structure can be time consuming. You can have the trade off like structured data sacrifices flexibility or organize the and speed. You can have the real life applications for the structured data. We have banking and finance, healthcare, e-commerce, reservation. That will structured data powers the mission critical business systems across the every major industry. What is the database? The database is a structured collection of relatable data, related data stored electrically and managed for easy access, retrieval, updating, and deletion. Organized for the efficient data operation can range from a simple spreadsheet to complex enterprise systems. Enable multiple users to access data simultaneously. For simple analog, you can have a database is like a digital filing cabinet with organized folders and document that anyone authorized can be find instantly. So, what is DBMS? DBMS is the database management system. Is a software that allows users to create, the store, manage, organize, retrieve, update data efficiently. It acts as an intermediary between the users and databases. You can have the example. You can consider the book is an data, the library is an database, and the librarian is a database management system. What the database does, it acts as an intermediary between the users and store data, handle all database operations automatically, control access, security, and data integrity, manage the concurrent users without conflicts. So, here are some disadvantages for the DBMS as well. Initially, setup cost can be high, requires trained professional, maintain can be expensive, performance may be decreased with a very large databases, software license are costly. We have the RDBMS. It's an a concept or it's an stands for Relational Database Management System. It is an advanced type of DBMS that stores the data in the form of related tables. These tables are connected using the primary keys and foreign keys. It might minimize the duplicate data, maintain the relationship between the table, faster searching, high security, support complex queries, better scalability. You can have the MySQL, Oracle SQL Server, PostgreSQL, and MongoDB. So, what is SQL? SQL is an structured query language. Is a standard language used to communicate with the relational database management systems, means RDBMS. Easy to learn and use fast data retrievals, handle large volume of data, support data insertion, updation, and deletion. It is used to create a databases, tables, store the data, retrieve the data, update the records, delete the records, and manage the database security. You can have, you can think of SQL as a universal language for the databases. Just like English is a universal language for a people, it helps to different systems to communicate, allows many users to work together, and is accepted almost everywhere in IT industry. So, this journey will start with here, like understand the fundamentals, data fundamentals, master in the database concepts. Always you can learn with the SQL, with MySQL. You can explore the queries, tables, relationships, and database operations, and you can build the real-time projects. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates on MySQL, SQL, and each every tech segment. Thank you for now. I will meet you in the next session. Until bye bye.